Taurus, stop, do not scroll, do not swipe, do not let your thumb move one single inch further down this screen, because what I am about to pull from these cards for you on this 16th day of August, 2026, is not a general reading. This is a name, this is a face. This is a person who has been lying awake at 3 in the morning, replaying your voice in their mind, telling themselves that the years between you, the number, the label the world would slap on it. None of it matters, not one digit, not one whispered judgment. They want you, only you, and here is the twist that is going to make your chest tighten in the next few minutes. They are not just thinking it anymore. They are preparing to say it out loud, to your face, and the timing? The cards are showing me a window so narrow, so specific, that if you miss this message tonight, you will feel the shift tomorrow and wonder why you were not ready. So before I turn the next card, do one small thing for me. Tap that subscribe button, hit the bell, and drop in the comments right now just one word. Tell me where you are watching from, a city, a country, a time zone, because I want to know how far this energy is traveling to find the Taurus souls who need it most. You are here, I see you. Now let me show you what is coming. You did not land on this video by accident. There is no such thing as a random click when the universe is actively rearranging the timeline of your love life. Today is August 16th, 2026, and the celestial alignments right now are pulling hidden truths to the surface, stripping away illusions, and forcing buried feelings into the light. Your higher self has been working overtime, nudging your intuition, whispering in your ear that something massive is about to break open. You might have thought you were just mindlessly scrolling, trying to distract yourself from the heavy ache in your chest. But your spirit guides literally guided your thumb to stop right here, on this exact screen, at this exact second. Trusted Tarot does not just show up in your feed, it is summoned by your energy. The magnetic pull between your soul and the message I am about to deliver is undeniable. You are being intercepted by destiny, because the waiting period is officially coming to an end, and the universe needs you to be fully present to receive what is coming. I know exactly how this waiting has been living inside your physical body over the last few weeks. As a Taurus, you are an earth sign. You crave stability, you like to feel grounded, you want to know exactly where you stand. But lately, your nervous system has been anything but settled. You have been experiencing this strange, fluttering sensation right in the center of your chest. A sudden spike of adrenaline that hits you out of nowhere when you are just sitting quietly or driving in your car. You have been waking up abruptly in the earliest hours of the morning, between 3 and 4 am, with your mind racing and your heart beating just a little too fast. There is a persistent tension sitting right at the base of your neck, a physical tightness that no amount of stretching or deep breathing seems to fully release. And then there is the phone. Every time it buzzes, every time the screen lights up, your stomach drops into your shoes. You check it, you see it is just a notification from an app, and the wave of disappointment that washes over you is so heavy it almost knocks the wind out of you. But I need you to understand something very crucial right now. That physical discomfort, that restless electricity humming beneath your skin, is not anxiety. It is not a sign that something is going wrong. It is the somatic confirmation of a massive energetic shift. Your body is acting as an antenna, picking up on the frequency of this person before your conscious mind even realizes they are reaching out to you. The energetic cord connecting you to them is vibrating so intensely that your physical vessel is struggling to process the voltage. You are feeling their thoughts, their regrets, and their desperate longing before they even put them into words. You have been carrying this weight, feeling like you are losing your mind because you cannot explain why you feel so intensely connected to someone who is currently silent. But the silence is not empty. The silence is pregnant with a confession that is about to change everything, and your body is simply bracing itself for the impact of their return. And when you finally do manage to fall asleep, the messages do not stop. They just change frequency. Your subconscious mind has been working in overdrive trying to translate the energetic downloads you are receiving. You have been having dreams about this person that feel so vivid, so incredibly real, that you wake up disoriented, expecting them to be lying right there next to you in the bed. In these dreams, there is no arguing, no distance, no societal judgment. There is just a profound, overwhelming sense of reunion, a feeling of coming home to a place you did not realize you had left. You might have caught a fleeting scent of their perfume or cologne in a completely empty room, or heard their voice calling your name when you were walking through a crowded street. You have been seeing repeating numbers, flashes of their face in strangers, and experiencing intrusive, relentless mental pings about them at the most random times. These are not coincidences. These are subconscious synchronicities confirming that their energy is currently orbiting yours, desperately trying to find a way to break through the physical barrier of distance and time to reach you. Yet, despite all these undeniable signs, there is a shadow that keeps trying to creep into your waking mind. The doubt, the exhaustion, the quiet, insidious voice that tells you it is too complicated, that the gap between you is too wide, that the world will never understand, and therefore, it can never truly work. You have spent so much time agonizing over the number, the years, the age difference, the completely different life stages. You have looked in the mirror and wondered if you are enough, if you are too much, if the timing has simply passed you by. You have watched other people move forward in their predictable, socially acceptable lives while you feel stuck in this strange, suspended animation, waiting for someone who you fear might be held back by the very same societal labels that are currently torturing you. It is exhausting to love someone when the world, or even your own inner critic, keeps handing you a list of reasons why it is impractical. It drains your spirit, making you question if you should just let go and settle for something safe, something easy, something that does not require you to defend your own heart. But listen to me very closely, Taurus. That list of reasons, that person is currently taking a match to it, the very things you are agonizing over, the very things keeping you awake at night, are the exact things this person has been wrestling with in their own mind, and they have finally reached a breaking point. They are done listening to the noise. They are done caring about the optics. The universe brought you two together not to be a temporary lesson, but to be a profound, soul-shaking testament to the fact that true connection does not look at a calendar. The spiritual bond you share completely overrides the physical timeline. You are feeling exhausted because you have been holding up the sky all by yourself, trying to make sense of the silence and the societal pressure. But you do not have to hold it up anymore. The energy is shifting from your shoulders onto theirs. They are waking up. They are realizing what they stand to lose if they let fear dictate their choices, and they are preparing to make a move that will silence every single doubt you have ever had. Let me tell you what is happening behind closed doors right now. This person has been in a private war with themselves, and the battlefield is entirely about you. For weeks, maybe even months, they have been pacing their room at night, phone in hand, opening your name in their messages, typing something, deleting it, typing it again, deleting it again. They have been rehearsing conversations with you in the shower, in the car, staring at the ceiling at 2 in the morning, trying to find the words that would not scare you away, that would not make you think they had lost their mind. And the core of that war, the thing that has been eating them alive, was the age. Not because they cared, but because they were terrified that you would care. They were terrified that the moment they opened their mouth and said what they truly feel, you would look at them with that quiet, devastating pity in your eyes and say that it would not work, that the world would make it too hard, that the gap was too wide. They were protecting themselves from your rejection by staying silent, and I know that silence hurt you. I know you interpreted it as indifference, but it was never indifference, it was fear. A deep, trembling, vulnerable fear that they were not allowed to want you this badly, but something shifted, something broke open inside them recently, and I am seeing it so clearly in the cards. They looked at their own life, at the people they have tried to settle for, at the hollow conversations and the lukewarm connections, and they felt this absolute, nauseating wave of disgust. They realized that they have been performing a version of life that looks correct on paper, but feels like death in the chest. And every single time they tried to convince themselves that moving on was the mature choice, the practical choice, the age-appropriate choice, your face flooded their mind, your voice. The specific way you laughed at something only they would understand. The way you made them feel seen without asking them to perform. They realized that the number, the years, the label, all of it, is a cage they built to keep themselves from stepping into the one real, terrifying, magnificent thing they have ever felt. And they are done building cages. They want you. Not a version of you that fits a timeline. Not a watered-down, socially acceptable version of this connection. They want all of you, exactly as you are, in whatever chapter of life you are in, because you are the only person who has ever made their soul feel like it was finally exhaling. Now, here is where I need to ask you to stay with me. I need you to resist the urge to skip ahead, to rush to the answer, because what I am about to show you requires the full context. If I just handed you the ending right now, you would not believe it. You would not feel the weight of it. You would dismiss it the way you have dismissed every hopeful thought that has tried to bloom in your mind over these past weeks. So I need you to trust me. I need you to trust this moment. The specific revelation I am pulling from these cards, the exact nature of what this person is preparing to say to you, it only lands properly when you understand the journey they walked to get there. You need to feel the before, so the after does not feel like a fantasy. You need to know the depth of their reckoning so that when the words finally reach you, you do not flinch. You do not put your walls up. You do not say, too little, too late. You need to be ready to receive this with open hands, and I am going to walk you through exactly how to do that in just a moment. But before I turn that final card, before I speak the words that I know have been living in the back of your throat, waiting to be validated, I want to ask you something. If this reading is resonating, if you feel that unmistakable hum of recognition in your bones, if you feel like I am sitting across from you at a dimly lit table and reading your diary back to you, then I need you to do something small but sacred. Subscribe to Trusted Tarot if you have not already. Not because I need the number, but because the algorithm works like an energy current. When you subscribe, when you hit that bell, you are sending a signal back to the universe that says, I am ready to receive. I am open. I am not hiding anymore. And when you come back when the next reading drops, that energy will find you again. You will not have to search. You will not have to wonder if the message is meant for you. It will simply arrive exactly when your soul needs it. So tap that button, claim your space here. And if someone you love, Taurus who has been suffering in silence, Taurus who has been convincing themselves that love passed them by, if they come to mind right now, share this with them. Be the bridge. Let them know they are not forgotten. Now, take a breath, settle your shoulders, unclench your jaw, because we are approaching the center of this reading, and what I see here is not a gentle knock on the door. This is not a hesitant text message sent at midnight that gets deleted by morning. This person has crossed threshold internally, and once a soul crosses that threshold, there is no walking back. They have stopped negotiating with their fear. They have stopped asking permission from the people in their life who would judge them. They have stopped calculating the optics, the timeline, the what-ifs. What remains is raw, unfiltered, almost reckless honesty, and they are directing all of it at you. Not at a memory of you, not at an idea of you, at you. The real, breathing, imperfect, beautiful you who has been waiting in the dark, wondering if you were foolish for keeping a candle lit for someone who seemed to be walking away. You were not foolish. You were faithful, and faithfulness in the spiritual realm is never wasted. It is stored. It compounds. And right now it is about to be returned to you tenfold. The cards are flipping, and the energy radiating from the spread is absolutely electric. What is coming toward you is not a casual, hesitant text message sent at 2 in the morning. It is not a breadcrumb designed to keep you on the hook or a vague attempt to test the waters. I am seeing a full, unedited, unapologetic confession. The spirits are showing me a voice note, or perhaps a sudden, unexpected phone call that breaks the silence when you least expect it, maybe while you are driving, or right as you are winding down in the quiet of your bedroom. And when you answer, or when you press play, there will be no small talk. There will be no awkward pleasantries. They are going to tell you that they have been doing profound amount of soul searching, and they have realized that the arbitrary rules they were trying to follow are completely meaningless without you in their life. They are going to say the exact words that you have been starving to hear. They are going to tell you that the age difference, the timeline, the outside opinions, and the societal judgments hold absolutely zero power over them anymore. They are going to ask for a real, tangible chance to show you what a life built purely on soul recognition looks like. The outcome here is not just a simple reconciliation. It is a complete, beautiful restructuring of how you two relate to one another. They are stepping out of the shadows, dropping the pretense, and claiming you openly. But Taurus, this is where I need to give you very specific, very crucial piece of spiritual guidance. When this moment arrives, and it is arriving very soon, the sheer intensity of it is going to shock your nervous system. You have spent so long bracing for disappointment, so long protecting your soft, beautiful earth sign heart from being crushed again, that your immediate, biological reflex will be to put up a shield. When they finally break the silence and pour their heart out to you, a part of you will want to be cold. A part of you will want to be sarcastic, to make them work for it, to punish them for the weeks of agonizing silence and the anxiety they put you through. You will want to cross your arms and say, "Oh, so now you decide to show up? Now you finally figure it out?" I am begging you from the bottom of my heart. Do not let your ego hijack this divine moment. Do not let the ghost of your past pain distort the beautiful new message they are trying to hand you. If you react from a place of wounded pride, you will accidentally slam the door right in their face just as they are finally gathering the courage to walk through it. This person is coming to you with their armor completely off. They are terrified. They are risking their pride, their comfort, and their social standing to tell you that you are their ultimate priority. If you meet their raw, trembling vulnerability with a wall of ice, their fear will instantly rush back in, and they will retreat back into the safety of the silence. You have to receive this clearly, not defensively. You have to take a deep breath, ground your earth energy deep into the floor, and listen to the truth beneath their words. Let them speak. Let them stumble over their apologies. Let them show you the messy, beautiful, unpolished reality of their realization. Your true power in this moment is not in making them beg for your forgiveness. Your power is in your gracious, grounded, and open reception. Let them see that the safe harbor they have been looking for is still there, waiting for them. And you might be wondering, why now? Why? After all this time of agonizing silence, is this happening right now? In the middle of August, 2026, why did the universe let you suffer through the waiting, let you cry yourself to sleep, let you question your own worth? I need you to deeply understand that the delay was never a denial. The delay was an incubation period. If this person had come back to you 3 months ago, or even 3 weeks ago, they would not have been ready. They would have brought the same hesitations, the same half-hearted apologies, the same lingering, toxic doubts about the age gap and what other people might think. They needed the silence. They needed the vast, echoing distance to feel the absolute, crushing weight of your absence. The universe intentionally stripped away all their distractions, all their superficial comforts, so they could finally sit in the quiet and hear their own soul screaming your name. Right now, the celestial energies are shifting dramatically around us. We are in a profound, narrow window of karmic clearing. The astrological alignments in the sky this exact week are acting like a cosmic scalpel, cutting away the illusions, the outdated belief systems, and the generational fears that were keeping you two apart. This person has undergone a massive internal death and rebirth during this period of no contact. They have shed the skin of the person who cared about the optics. They have burned down the old paradigm of living a life just to please the gallery. And because they did that grueling, necessary internal work in the dark, they are now finally ready to meet you in the light. This is not a fleeting moment of weakness, and it is certainly not just a late-night burst of loneliness. This is a spiritually ripened harvest. The fruit has finally matured, and it is ready to drop, and you are the one standing beneath the tree. So as you move through the next few days, I want you to walk with a completely new posture. Stop looking at your phone with a sense of dread. Stop checking their social media to see if they are moving on or living their life without you. They are not moving on, they are moving toward you. The energetic polarity has completely flipped. You are no longer the one chasing, wondering, or begging the universe for a tiny sign of life. You are the magnetic center of this connection, and they are the one being helplessly pulled into your orbit. Feel that massive shift in your physical body right now. Feel the deep, soothing relief washing over your tired shoulders and unclenching your jaw. The weight is breaking. The long night is ending. The dawn is coming, and it is bringing them back to your door. I know that even as I say this, even as you feel the truth of it vibrating in your bones, there is a quiet, terrified part of you that is bracing for the other shoe to drop. You have been let down before. You have had people promise you the moon and then disappear when the sun came up. You have given your loyal, steadfast Taurus heart to people who did not know how to hold something so precious, and the scars from those past betrayals are still whispering lies in your ear. They are telling you that this is too good to be true. They are telling you that the age gap will eventually become an issue again, that the passion will fade, that the reality of the world will crush this beautiful bubble. But I need you to look at those scars not as warnings to stay closed, but as proof of your survival. You survived the silence. You survived the doubt. You survived the agonizing nights where you thought you were entirely unlovable. The universe did not bring you through that fire just to leave you in the ashes. It brought you through the fire to forge a vessel strong enough to hold the massive, overwhelming love that is rushing toward you right now. You are safe. The waiting is over. You can finally put the heavy armor down. Let yourself actually imagine it. Not just the text message, not just the phone call, but the moment you are finally standing in the same room together. The cards are showing me this incredibly powerful image of physical proximity. The moment they walk through that door, the moment you are close enough to feel the heat radiating off their skin, all the anxiety, all the overthinking, all the societal noise is just going to evaporate. It is going to be just you and them, two souls who have fought through the dense, thorny underbrush of fear to finally find each other in the clearing. When they look at you, they are not going to see a number. They are not going to see birth year or a generational label. They are going to see their mirror. They are going to see their home, and the way they will hold you, Taurus, will be with a reverence that you have never experienced before, because they know what it cost them to get to you. They know they almost lost you to their own foolish pride. That realization is going to make them hold on to you with a grip that time and distance can never loosen. This is the outcome the stars have been aligning for. This is the hope you were too afraid to nurture, now blooming wildly in front of you. You do not have to figure out the logistics today. You do not have to explain this to your friends, your family, or the world right now in this sacred, private space between you and the universe. All you have to do is accept that you are worthy of this specific, unconventional, fiercely protective love. You have spent so much time wondering if you were asking for too much. You were not. You were simply asking the wrong people. But this person, they have spent their entire life looking for someone who demands this much depth, this much reality. Your standards were not a barrier, they were a filter. And this person has finally passed the test. The anticipation you are feeling right now, that sweet, fluttering hope in your stomach, lean into it. Let it wash away the bitterness. Let it soften the hard edges of your heart. You are allowed to be excited. You are allowed to smile at your phone. You are allowed to daydream about the future again. The universe is giving you permission to hope. And when the universe gives you permission, it is guaranteed that the delivery is already en route. As we come to the close of this reading, I want to seal this energy into your physical body so that you do not lose this feeling when the video ends. I want you to do this with me right now. Wherever you are, whether you are lying in bed, sitting in your car, or just taking a quiet moment in your home, I want you to take your dominant hand and place it flat right over the center of your chest. Feel the warmth of your palm seeping through your skin, directly over your heart chakra. Now close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs until your ribs expand, and hold it for just a second at the top. Now exhale slowly through your mouth, letting go of every ounce of tension, every drop of fear, every lingering shadow of doubt. Let that breath carry away the exhaustion of the past few months. Let it clear the static from your mind. As you breathe out, I want you to repeat this affirmation in your mind, or whisper it out loud if you are alone. Say to yourself, I am open to receiving the love I have always deserved. I release the need to control the timeline. I trust the journey, and I welcome them home. Feel those words anchoring into your DNA. Feel them rewriting the narrative of your love life. This energy is now locked inches the wheel is in motion, and nothing can stop what is coming to you this August. If you are ready to claim this beautiful, defiant, age-defying love, I want you to go down to the comments right now and type 3 simple words. I claim it. Do not just watch this and walk away. Type it, claim it. Let the algorithm, let the universe, let their spirit see your declaration. When you type those words, you are not just leaving a comment, you are signing a spiritual contract. You are telling the universe that your cup is empty and ready to be filled. And if this reading brought you peace today, if it felt like a warm hand on your shoulder when you needed it most, please subscribe to Trusted Tarot and share this video with a soul who needs to hear it. Your journey with me does not end here. This is just the beginning of your beautiful new chapter. I am so incredibly proud of you for holding on. I will see you in the next reading.